Good morning, guys. It is another early morning in Thailand, and today's excursion we are going to Emerald Pool, the hot springs, and Tiger Temple. For this trip, we've decided to hire out a private taxi that's going to take us to all of these locations. When we were looking at options and tours for what we wanted to do, we could have booked a group tour, but those times are typically peak times of busyness. So we decided to hire a private taxi, get up nice and early so that we can try and make it to these locations before the crowds really start. The price difference was really minor. We could have probably done it a little bit cheaper if we had done a group tour, but I'm only talking like maybe $10 cheaper. So we're bringing you guys along for the ride, and I'm sure it'll be another beautiful day in Thailand.
Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I said, or we said in our last video, that we met a local tour guide? They're more like booking agencies. They're kind of like a travel guide, but really local. Well, we met this girl last year and she was really good to us. We went to her for every tour that we booked. We came back again this year. Very important, because she was the one that helped us set up this private taxi thing. I don't think it's readily available, and that most people have access to it. If you ask, I'm sure it was available, but if we didn't know that it was a thing at all, so we would have never booked it. Whereas this way, she was able to help us out and got it booked.
Listen to that. Nothing like birds chirping to make a morning. I don't know how you could get sick of that. I know that we've got like drink trays and stuff in Canada, but there's just something so convenient about being able to carry your coffee in a bag. Every time we book one of these private cars, it always ends up being like the biggest minivan possible. Like, I'm okay if you shove me in the back of your Prius. Cold plate.
Yeah. Fancy. So, traffic in Thailand. In Bangkok, super busy. Cars everywhere. There's motorbikes and like scooters everywhere. When you're parked, when you're driving, there's a scooter beside you, there's a scooter in front of you, there's a scooter behind you. They'll go in between cars, like just barely missing the side view mirrors on both sides. Sometimes they do like a little wiggle if there's two side by side. It can be very overwhelming, like sensory overload. It's like Vegas but for traffic. In Ao Nang, a little bit calmer, less cars on the road. Oh, just as I say that. Just as I say that, there is an accident.
Oh, but the tour bus hit her. Yikes, that's no fun.
Perfect timing, unfortunately, for whoever that was. Let's start to a shitty day, especially if it was a tour bus, so that really sucks.
We haven't seen that many accidents.
We were just complaining that our tour starts a little bit late, but it could be worse. Anyway, Ao Nang's a little bit calmer, less vehicles, still a lot of bikes. There's way more bikes, I think, than vehicles on the road, usually.
So, like, the van in front of us, I watched him be behind us, and then we pass him, and then we're in front, and then it's like back and forth. And in Canada, if like you're like constantly passing, and then they pass you, and you pass them, and they pass you, you'd be like, this guy can't figure his stuff out, like, what an awful driver. And there's like no road rage here whatsoever. People use their horns all the time, but it's like not an angry horn. It's like a, okay, coming through.
for some reason everything is like, every driver that you see is super chill, no matter what it is, no matter if you're in Bangkok or in Ao Nang. Like, people are weaving in and out of traffic. The lanes don't really mean anything, but everybody is like super relaxed all the time, and it's, you almost get an accident and it's just
My favorite is all the stuff, all of the distracted driving stuff that our cabbies do in Bangkok. I can like barely focus on what's going on in the road, and these guys are like watching movies while they're like driving through Bangkok traffic. I will never understand this.
In a previous ride, I thought it was funny that there was, see it? Yeah, there's a sign there that says 5,000 baht fine for not wearing your seatbelt. So I was trying to film the sign, and then I was panning down to the our last driver that wasn't wearing his seatbelt, and as I was doing it, he was reaching in the console to grab something, and as he looked down for maybe 2 seconds, there was like a semi right in our face. So as he looks up, he swerves out of the way, and he swerves out of the way, but like in Canada, you'd be like, what is this guy doing? He's passing in the wrong lane, and he'd probably have a little bit of road rage. Here, swerves out of the way.
Yeah.
Just continues on.
It took us 15 minutes to recover from that, but not the driver.
Just had to stop for gas. I don't know if you can hear that, but the vehicle's still running. Thank you.
Like most places we go to, there's like a ton of tourists here. There's like 0 people here right now, and it's almost eerie that there's so little people.
Road tip, come early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock, so not even that early.
Oh.
It's hot out already too.
Yes. Okay. It's looking a little blue. Can we just like swim anywhere? Is that the dealio?
I don't think so.
Well, look at it. It's beautiful. OMG. Kurt, you got like a ray of light coming in over you? Look at me all majestic like, yes, work it, girl. Welcome to Emerald Pool. This looks like an awful way to spend a morning. Why are we doing this? Jokes! Can you hear that? What the hell is that? It won't stop. Oh my god, it's getting louder! There was a fork in the road, and Curtis and I said that we were turning left, and our dog friend stood at the end of the road and like wouldn't walk with us. So then we decided to take the right-hand side path, and now our dog friend's following us again. So, so I think that he told us which way to go. What a guy. Look at this. Our own personal guide taking us there.
This dog has been with us the whole time. He'll run up a little bit, he'll wait. There's like another group up here, but he hasn't been walking with them.
What do you see over here, bud?
He'll wait, he'll come in like 5 minutes.
Not even. Looks like we're almost here. That's looking pretty blue. like a dip in the water. We've only been here for about 15 minutes, but it is just a steady stream of people coming in here now. It's probably about 9:30 in the morning, so my recommendations would be to get here before then, and you will definitely beat the crowds. We are following the sign that says we're headed to the blue pool. I don't think this one you're allowed to swim in, and when I was Googling it, I think it's because there's snakes that like to live in that one. So yeah, I'm gonna follow the rules on that for sure. Go. Not uphill. Anything but uphill. Because nothing makes you feel more relaxed going into a place than reading a snake warning sign beforehand.
Look, there's a picture of a snake eating another snake.
That's gross.
What kind of snakes are out there?
That's gross. Look. Little cutie right there. Get film. You're supposed to look up to find the snakes.
Sure.
I have no idea, but if I was a snake, that's where I'd be hiding, up in the trees, and then you pounce down. That's how you get little Curtises.
Man, it is quiet out here. They said you're not supposed to make loud noises to disturb the wildlife. There's a lot of wildlife. Snake hole. Snake hole.
Look at the size of that fucking black wasp. Oh my god, don't mind my F-bombs. Look at the size of that thing. It's like a flying wasp ant thing. Get me out of the jungle. Get me out of the jungle.
Oh my god, you scared me so bad. Like, why would you do that? My stomach was like, I thought you were gonna be a snake. We were just talking about snakes.
That was probably a killer bee. I had every right to freak out. So one thing that I've really liked and appreciated about Curtis and I filming ourselves and filming our journey is that it stopped us from doing the whole we came, we saw, we conquered thing. Showing up to a landmark, staying for 5 minutes, looking at it and turning around and leaving. We've spent a lot more time looking at details and filming and enjoying the places that we're in. I've got to say though, Emerald Pool and the Blue Pool here kind of felt like that was all that was there to do. So I think it was a quick trip for us. It was nice. If we wanted to stay and float in the pool for a little while longer, I think we could. But on our walk back, we've probably already walked by like 50 to 75 people that are on their way to the pool, and there's already 50 people there. So it's about to fill up, and I think it's just best that we keep moving with our day.